Low voter turnout meeting officials as Osun local government poll holds. Road crash claims 12 lives in Niger State. Prices of dates fluctuate in Kano ahead of Ramadan fast. On the foreign scene, Hamas frees 2 Israeli hostages in latest transfer under truce. Good evening. This is News Update on Trust TV. I am Shamaka Umafo. Thank you for joining us. We'll start with happenings today in Osun State, where voters on Saturday to elect leaders in the third tier of government in the state, despite the raging controversy in the leadership of the councils. Though the exercise witnessed low turnout of voters in many parts of the state, the process was smooth and largely peaceful. Amido Yewade tells us more in this report.
The Saturday local government election in Osun State was peaceful, with voting ending earlier in many parts of the state. Governor Ademola Adeleke cast his vote as early as 8 a.m. at Unit 9, Ward 2 in Ed North local government area of the state. After casting his vote in his hometown of Ede, Governor Adeleke expressed confidence in the electoral process and urged residents to maintain peace.
The process has been very peaceful. I made a broadcast to my good people of Osun State that this election should be peaceful. There should be no violence, because Osun State is a very peaceful state, and in a state like that, it's been very peaceful.
However, late arrival of officials and election materials marred the process in many parts of the state.
I think the election went peacefully, and I thank the Almighty God for this. The atmosphere is calm and conducive for everybody. So I voted in my unit 10, Sudulere, Ward 4, Sudu local government.
Based on what we are seeing right now, everything is controversial, it's confusing. Some people are saying there is election, some people are there is no election, so I don't really know. I don't actually know what is going on.
For the look of things, I believe things are going on as planned by OSEC. Everybody is casting their votes without any rancor, without any problem. People are trooping out, and everything is going on smoothly. So we thank Almighty Allah that we are experiencing peace and tranquility in the election.
Voting ended at past 10 in the morning, while the process was concluded around 11 a.m. Meanwhile, in the result for polling units 19 and 20 of Ward 4 in Osogbo local government, the People's Democratic Party (PDP) got 153 votes, while the All Progressive Congress got 3 votes. Amit Oyegbade, Trust TV News, Osogbo.
Still staying with happenings in Osun State, the chairman of the State Independent Electoral Commission, Hashim Abioye, has alleged that operatives of the Nigerian police force have arrested some staff of the commission who are on election duty across the state. In a statement, Abioye made the claim, issuing via the commission's official X page on Saturday, commending the electorates for coming out to exercise their right. Hashim apologized to the media community for the inability of the commission to provide accreditation materials. He blamed the police for sealing off the Osun State Election Commission head office where the materials were kept.
So far, so good. The reports have been positive, and the conduct has been very, very smooth and peaceful, as against the false alarm raised by the police. So everywhere is calm. The only thing is that some of the areas in which materials are supposed to have arrived, and for the electorate for voters to cast their votes, we had reports of police arresting our officials. I don't know the order on whose order that was made, because there is no court that made any order to have warranted the arrest of our officials.
Twelve people have lost their lives in a ghastly auto crash along the Lapai-Agye road. An eyewitness said among the 4 men who died in the crash, 3 were from the same family. 3 other occupants, including 2 women and the driver, sustained varying degrees of injuries and were being treated at Lapai General Hospital. Reports say the crash resulted from a head-on collision between a Wema passenger bus carrying 15 people and a trailer at Nami Village on Saturday morning. The United States Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Kumara Sukwam, confirmed the accident but said his men were still at the scene of the accident to get an accurate report of the incident. The senator representing Rivers West Senatorial District, Ikpalibo Harry Banigo, has called for an investigation into the recent explosions at various NNPCL facilities within OML 18, affecting Boni and Degema local government areas. The most recent explosion occurred on Thursday around Boni's Kothan Channel, following a similar incident reported just 2 weeks ago in Bukuma Agum in Degema local government area. Senator Harry Banigo, who described the frequency of these incidents as alarming, said the recurrence of these fire outbreaks within the same OML 18 location in such a short time is deeply troubling, adding that any responsible society, organization or institution should consider this a matter of grave concern. The senator, who is the immediate past deputy governor of Rivers State, urged NNPCL, the operators of the OML 18, to launch a comprehensive investigation into the explosions. She demanded that the probe must identify both the immediate and underlying causes of the explosions and fires, as well as their impact on the environment and the livelihoods of host communities. Over in Lagos State, the police command has rescued 6 children from a building within an estate in the Ejigbo area of the state. The command spokesperson Benjamin Hundeyin confirmed this to newsmen on Saturday in Lagos State. He said on Tuesday at about 12 p.m. the police received information that 6 children were staying alone in the building. The case was transferred from the Ejigbo police station to the gender unit in Ikeja after reports indicated that the children were left alone in a residential house. Hundeyin said initial findings revealed that their mother was currently abroad for medical treatment and had left them in the care of a caregiver. The spokesperson added that efforts were underway to contact their mother, while investigations were ongoing to gather more details about the case. Over in Ogun State, the police command says 4 suspected kidnappers have been neutralized in a foiled kidnap attempt at the Long Bridge along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, while others escaped with gunshot injuries. This was disclosed in a statement issued in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, by the police public relations officer Amolola Odutola. She said operational weapons were recovered from the suspects while their victims were rescued unharmed. According to Odutola, during the attack, some passengers managed to escape through the rear door, which had been opened by the driver. She said listed items recovered at the scene include one locally made pistol with 2 cartridges, 2 daggers, a cost sum of 20,000 naira, 1 Techno Android phone, 1 solar power bank, and 3 USB lights. Still security matters, over in Adamawa State, the police command has confirmed the abduction of 2 Reverend Fathers from their home. The command said on Saturday morning that the State Commissioner of Police, CP Dankobo Morris, who has condemned the kidnapping of Reverend Father Matthew David Dusami of Yola Catholic Diocese and Reverend Father Abraham Saman of Jalingo Diocese, in the early hours of the day, has directed prompt action to secure the cleric's release. He informed that the State Commissioner of Police had deployed the command's operational and manpower assets to go after the kidnappers and rescue the victims unhurt. He added that the kidnapping of religious leaders is totally unacceptable, as they are people actively working to promote peace in the society. The Taraba State Committee on Recovery of Cows and Sheep has recovered no fewer than 222 rustled cows and apprehended several suspected rustlers. The committee chairman, Aminu Jauru, attributed the feat to effective security intelligence and collaborative efforts between security operatives, local hunters, and council chairman of Jalingo, Erdokola, and Gasol local government areas. Here's more in this report.
According to Jauro, 198 cows have so far been reunited with their rightful owners, while the remaining livestock are being held pending ownership verification. While praising Governor Kefas for his instrumental support, which has been crucial to the committee's achievement, Jauro also emphasized the importance of residents providing security agencies with credible information to combat crime.
On behalf of this all-important committee that was set up by the state government and was giving directives on cows that have been recovered, totaling 222, and the committee were given a mandate to source, identify, verify, assure the real genuine owners of these cattle and hand them over to them. For the last 4 weeks, this committee, in collaboration with the security agencies, have been working assiduously, including the military intelligence. We have been working assiduously to ensure that we justify the confidence reposed on us by this government.
State Chairman of Meti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, Ibrahim Barewa, expressed gratitude to the governor for his commitment to addressing cattle rustling.
Na tsaya in nuna godiya ga Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
The teamwork and strong collaboration between the committee and the security agencies made the recovery a successful one. Therefore, I appeal for continuous synergy between the relevant stakeholders.
Da shi algon chairman inda suka dauki wannan aiki.
Barewa urged herders and the public to cooperate with the government and security agencies to eliminate criminal elements from the state. Some owners of the recovered animals expressed appreciation to the committee and call for more effort in that regard.
Social injustice and inequality have been identified as two phenomena that hinder a country's progress, coupled with the selfish interest of a few individuals within the said society. To this end, the United Nations has designated February 20th as the World Day of Social Justice to raise awareness about how it can be strengthened for a better society. Trust TV's Adamu Imam reports.
Some Nigerians describe social justice as a cornerstone of a sustainable pathway to living in peace and harmony with one another, irrespective of their differences. A group of legal practitioners in Bauchi State shared their experiences as part of their contributions, marking the day.
And there must be justice to the society, which law has been violated, and so on and so forth. Even there must be justice to the accused person. So that justice, even if court deliver justice one way or the other, we will still be seeing it as if justice has not been done to one part or the other. But automatically, if we are talking about court justice, Nigerian justices are trying and justice is being done, but there's no way we perceive justice in the same way all the time.
Women are facing a lot of harassment, actually. We are facing a lot of harassment. Even in workplace, we face a lot of harassment in the workplace. There's always this inequality in our workplace where women work. You hardly see women. It is now that we are seeing women are leading. They are being put in positions to hold positions. Unlike before, they don't even see us. We've not been heard, but I think now society is trying to adjust.
However, some believe that injustice cannot be tackled overnight due to the complexity of society, especially in Nigeria, where multi-ethnic and social backgrounds play a vital role in decision-making.
We, the leader, maybe any emir, or you will see that there is no social justice. Now, for instance, the government use those kingmakers or use the kings or use the emirs in order to channel a lot of things. By the time when the government wanted to assist its citizens through the emirs will now capture everything without sharing among the citizens.
Ya danganta ne daga son zuciya da kuma rashin tausayi.
Honestly, injustice depends on the circumstances created by both leaders and followers. Each group has a crucial role to play in ensuring justice prevails. When insincerity and lack of truthfulness become the norm, I believe people should blame themselves for any injustice they suffer, since we have abandoned God in all our actions. Meanwhile, experts say strengthening a sustainable future and ensuring economic benefit for everyone, especially the most vulnerable, require a holistic approach that integrates environmental sustainability with social justice. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
With just a few days to the commencement of the Ramadan fast, price of dates and edible sweet fruit recommended for breaking the fast has started fluctuating as demand is expected to go up in the next few days. Prices of other ingredients essential to prepare Ramadan meals are, however, stable in Kano State. Here's more in this report.
Date, locally known as dabino, sweet and rich in fiber, is usually eaten to break the fast. Traders at Masalachin Page said the bag of dates goes for as high as 205,800 naira, while a mudu is sold at 8,000 or 7,000 naira, depending on the variety.
You know, sometimes the price is low and then it increases later. But right now, there are signs that the price won't go beyond 8,000 naira.
Abubakar Ilyasu, who brings his dabino from Algeria, says the price fluctuates, but hopes it stabilizes ahead of the Ramadan fast.
What I'm telling you is that the price is rarely fixed. We might travel to buy it and find that the price is higher than what we paid earlier.
Sadi Salusu, a resident, thinks the price is okay now, but it may be high during the Ramadan fast.
I bought just 200 naira worth of the dates, and I was given a little more than 10 dates. And I think the price is fair, but it could get high during Ramadan.
In the meantime, the price of tamarind, locally known as tsamia, which is also a basic ingredient for making a local drink, kunun tsamia, is stable. At Rimi Market, Yamudu is sold at 1,800 naira.
The reason is that during the fasting, people will use it a lot, which is why the price has increased.
Muslims abstain from eating and drinking during the Ramadan fast from dawn to sunset, making fruits like dabino very essential. Ahmad Datti, Trust TV News, Kano.
In business, the federal government, through the Nigerian Youth Employment and Skills Acquisition Fund, has entered into partnership with the training service providers to provide skills training for 75,000 youths across the country. The initiative aims to boost youth employability, foster entrepreneurship, and promote economic independence among young Nigerians. Sponsored by the World Bank, the initiative is a pilot project designed to overhaul youth employment and skills development in Nigeria. Speaking at the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding MOU and Implementation Workshop in Abuja, Ms. Tura Rufai, a World Bank education specialist, stated that the TSPs will be tasked with training, certifying, and assisting with job placements for the 75,000 youths aged 15 to 35 over the next 18 months. The National Project Coordinator, Ideas Project, Blessing Ogwe, explained that the 5-year Ideas program focuses on reducing unemployment among Nigerian youths.
The objective of Ideas is to see how we enhance the capacity of the Nigerian skill development system to provide skills for both the informal and informal sector. And the NISAP component is focusing on youths that we call NEETs, that is youths that are not in education, employment, or training. NISAP looks at using result-based contracting to provide short-duration training for youth.
Ideas Project is a 5-year program and focusing on our objectives to reduce unemployment among Nigerian youths. The project has 4 components. Component 1 of the project is focusing on technical education, while component 2 is focusing on the informal sector. That's why we are here today, the out of school, the vulnerable, the physically challenged.
On the foreign scene, Palestinian militants on Saturday freed 2 Israeli hostages among the last 5 captives eligible for release under the first phase of a fragile truce that is also expected to see Palestinian prisoners released. Freedom for the captives caps an emotional 2 days in Israel, where the family of another hostage, Shiri Bibas, earlier on Saturday confirmed receipt of her remains. Bibas and her 2 young sons have become symbols of the ordeal suffered by Israeli hostages since the Gaza war began. Palestinian militants seized dozens of captives during their unprecedented October 7, 2023 attack on Israel, which triggered more than 15 months of war in the Gaza Strip. Militants escorted Tal Shoham and Avida Mengistu onto a stage in Rafah, southern Gaza, where Shoham was made to address the gathering, flanked by armed and masked fighters dressed all in black before both men were handed over to the Red Cross, which then drove them away in a convoy. In the Israeli city of Tel Aviv, hundreds gathered at a site known as Hostages Square reacted with applause, some appearing to weep as they watched the broadcast of the release. In sports, the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has appointed 4 Nigerian officials for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations qualifier between Ethiopia and Uganda. Seasoned arbiter Patience Madu will be at the center. Madu will be assisted by Abibatu Iyaduni Yusuf, Assistant Referee 1, Mfam Friday Akwa, Assistant Referee 2, while Hannah Eliagu will serve as the 4th official. South Africa's Dede Camille Zealand will take up the role of referee assessor, while Christine Mukambuka from Rwanda will act as the March commissioner. The first round second leg encounter will hold at the Abebe Bikila Stadium in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, next week, Wednesday. Uganda won the first leg 2-0 in Kampala on Friday. On a side note, the former Director General of the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, NBC, Tom Adaba, is dead. Adaba died early on Saturday after a brief illness. The Secretary in Mira Elders Forum, Abuja, Adinui Joe Anivasa, announced his death on behalf of the family to members of the public on Saturday in a statement. The late Adaba, who hails from Adavi local government of Kogi State, was born on July 2, 1941 and died at the age of 84. The ex-Director General of the Nigerian Broadcast Commission was the first Nigerian to be honored as President of the African Council for Communication Education between 1988 and 1992. May his soul rest in peace. With that, we come to the end of news updates at this time. For more of our news, programs and documentaries, please do it for us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Nwafo. Thank you for joining us at this time. Good evening.